This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on another team from the MAC, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Redhawks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Navy's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get up.
There he goes! The 40! Past the 20! Touchdown, midshipman! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Miami, Ohio's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Redhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Under fire. Complete to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36. That's a first down for the offense.
He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
For the offense.
Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Redhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Redhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 5.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Second down.
On the option. The pitch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
At the 36. Good enough for a
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peterson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Hutchison. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Navy.
To the air, it's Crowder. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Timeout,
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Just feeds the running back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The running back has it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a catch down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation